the question is, can you boost the level of your testosterone naturally at any age using 100% natural ingredients and get fitter, healthier, stronger, faster, whether you are a man or woman? Well, the answer to that question is yes, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how. The first thing I want to clear up is the fact that many people think that testosterone is something only men need. Yeah, it's for men, women are not interested. Well, you are 100% wrong, and here is why. So the first thing I want to clear up is this myth that only men need testosterone and women shouldn't really need it. It doesn't cause them any issues. That's absolute rubbish. So why do men and women need testosterone? Number one is healthy hearts. So a healthy heart is linked to a healthy level of testosterone. Less fat. So you tend to see that as testosterone levels go down as you age, you start to accumulate higher levels of fat, especially in men. More muscle. This is the obvious one that everyone can think of, that more testosterone makes it easier to pack on muscle and keep muscle. Stronger bones. This is equally important for men and women. You'll find that as testosterone levels go down, the bones become weaker and people become more prone to things like osteoporosis. Better memory. So not a lot of people know that testosterone is linked to higher levels or better levels of memory, of good memory. Obviously high libido, everybody knows that testosterone is essential for high libido in both men and women. So don't just think it's important for men. And this is another obscure one that not a lot of people know about, that testosterone is absolutely vital for good mood. All that's clear now. Let's dive in and have a look at the supplements in our list. So now let's look at what exactly happens to the level of testosterone as you age. So I've divided the charts into two. The one on the left is for men. It's got a picture of a smiling cool dude, and the right is women. So let's have a look at what happens to the level of testosterone in men. So as you can see, in your 20s, the levels are like massive, over 1,000 on this scale. And then in your 30s, they kind of dip by about half to about, say, 600, whatever that metric is. And then in your 40s, there's another small dip. And then there's another small dip in your 50s. And then gradually until you get to your 90s, and there's barely anything there. So it's a huge reduction. It's a gradual, but it's a huge reduction in old age. And with women, roughly a similar picture. In your 20s, they peak, I think, in your late teens. The level of testosterone here is at its highest. And then in your 20s, they remain relatively high in your 20s and 30s. And in 40s, they start to decline quite sharply until you get into your 70s. And there's basically hardly anything there. So the first supplement that has been really strongly linked to higher levels of testosterone, naturally boosting testosterone in both men and women, is D-aspartic acid. And this is a natural amino acid, so it's naturally present in your body. In the strongest study, there was a study for 12 days that showed that people who take D-aspartic acid for 12 days had a significant boost in the level of LH, which is one of the hormones that is essential to producing testosterone, and testosterone itself after just 12 days, which is really amazing. And it's also been shown that taking D-aspartic acid improves sperm quality and volume. And if you want to get this naturally, D-aspartic acid, there are foods that are very rich in this. Beef, clean organic beef, and nectarines as well are very rich in D-aspartic acid. But I have to say the data is conflicting. So some research shows that this is really important for testosterone production and it helps the levels, but some data shows that it doesn't really do much. The next supplement that you should really be thinking about in terms of boosting the level of your testosterone is vitamin D. So this is really essential, especially for males, more so than females. And in the most exciting experiments or studies, it's been shown that there was a 20% increase in testosterone levels in one study. I think the people took high levels of vitamin D. I think it was 3,000 units per day for I think about 4 weeks. so that's really exciting. And taking vitamin D also reduces the risk of osteoporosis in women, especially. Osteoporosis is a condition where the bones become weaker and the person becomes more prone to fractures and falls and bones breaking, which is a very, very serious condition. And vitamin D, because it boosts testosterone, and we said before testosterone is linked to better mood, the studies have shown that taking vitamin D not only boosts testosterone, but it also boosts mood. Fenugreek has incredibly strong evidence in terms of its ability to boost testosterone. So its studies have shown it can increase testosterone. There was one study where people took 600 milligrams per day for 6 weeks, and they had a really big spike in the level of their testosterone just from taking fenugreek for 6 weeks. And they've also had improved strength. A bit like this girl, they were lifting like demons in the gym. And it's also worth mentioning that fenugreek is great for resolving inflammation and maintaining healthy levels of blood sugar. So far so good. Tell me in the comments below, are you using any of these supplements, and more importantly, how many times per day are you taking it? How many milligrams are you taking it? Tell me in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Next supplement is our old friend Zinc, an amazing mineral involved in over 100 processes in the body. One study showed that taking 220 milligrams of zinc twice a day for 1 to 4 months not only boosted the level of testosterone, it also led to an increased level of fertility in the men who were taking it, which is great news for people who are possibly planning to start a family. Of course, this is not the only benefit of zinc. It's great for the immune system, it's great for healing, it's great for acne. It's just an amazing mineral. Ginger, the humble ginger, has been shown to boost testosterone levels in as little as 30 days, just 30 days. And not only that, this is an animal study, the levels nearly doubled. Not just a 10% increase or 50, double, as in 50% or more. And in human studies, 17% increase in the level of testosterone after people took ginger supplements. And not only that, I'm still not done, 16% improvement in sperm count, so an improved fertility level. And if that wasn't enough, ginger is also a great weight loss supplement. It really helps when somebody's trying to lose weight. The next herb or supplement that has been proven to boost the level of testosterone is a herb called ashwagandha, which has been traditionally used in India for centuries. And the most exciting studies show that taking 5 milligrams of ashwagandha per day for just 3 months boosted the level of testosterone up to 22%, which is huge. And not only that, it also boosted the fat loss and exercise performance of participants. So people were losing weight and they were working out much harder than usual, a bit like these two characters here. And on top of all that, the participants also experienced reduced stress levels. And people said that because cortisol is reduced, because ashwagandha reduces the level of cortisol, maybe why that's the level of testosterone has gone up, because cortisol, where there's cortisol, you're not going to find testosterone. They kind of work in opposite ways. So basically, the more you minimize stress, the more easy it is for testosterone levels to actually climb up.